Max, because Max is an interesting guest.
Okay.
Who did you get to do it?
Huh?
Who did you get to do his podcast?
He's got Stanley, and that's the only person. The thing is, he's hosting himself. Also, this is going on to YouTube, so us chatting shit about James' podcast is not going to go down well with him. Anyway, let me introduce.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording now. Finally.
Oh wow!
After hours and hours of trying, because Zaki's fucking inability to prepare.
Can we get on with the
Zaki?
podcast?
You know, Zaki. Fail to prepare. Prepare to fail.
Not in public. Don't air it in public, mate.
You should just start.
I'll be. Okay. Welcome to episode. What is it now? 3 of Dan and Zaki Chatting Waz podcast, and this is probably, no offense to previous guests, but I think they'll understand. This is probably our highlight so far. This is the peak. This is our
biggest
Logan
guest
Paul. It's Max Higdon. Welcome, Max. Actually, Max, have you been listening to the Chatting to the Year Below's podcast?
No.
Oh, you should give it a listen.
What are we shouting it out now rather than chatting shit about it?
No, we're helping.
Rather than chatting Waz about it.
We're hoping our, people that have copied our idea, like
content,
Year Below's and James Ocean. Anyway, right, we have to get. Let's get straight into the meat of it. What does Max mean to you, Zaki?
So, I've shared a house room with Max Higdon since we were 11. And I have to admit, I thought he was an oaf for about 4 or 5 years. I thought the man was just incapable of doing anything. And then we shared a finished classroom where that confirmed my theory that Max was an oaf because he was just inept at Spanish. And was just, thank you, mate. But became friends in sixth form, I'd say, and we blossomed into close friends.
Did you become friends, or did you just join the rest of them and bully him? Hey, that's what I
bully him. I am bullying him. I've welcomed Max with open arms into my room at Warwick. Have you done the same? No, so shut your mouth.
Well, I don't have to Warwick, thank God.
I did do that.
Sorry, what was that, Max? Who have you been friends with longer? Let's ask that.
What?
I know what you said.
Okay.
It's an unfair question.
Who have you been friends with longer? No, it's not unfair. It's actually completely fair because
Max,
we both have equal opportunities.
He's been friends with you for longer.
I pushed Max around when he was a wheelchair.
Yeah, I have been friends with Dan for longer, but equally.
Me and Max got in trouble together in year 7.
Quality over quantity, mate. Quality over quantity.
We laughed at Shakespeare, some book that said breast in it. We've gone way back.
Is this your introduction for Max?
No, my introduction for Max is me and Max have done plenty of charitable endeavours together. Every year we have the tradition of peddling for last year periods, the year before Alzheimer's. So we're good people, and I just think.
Are you flexing about the fact you raise money for charity right now?
Yeah.
The idea isn't that you use it as a flex, Dan. The idea is
I'm flexing for Max. I'm flexing for Max because I know he'd never do it for himself.
Well,
Max is also.
Just don't let him talk then, Dan.
Yeah, we'll do it again. This sort of standing up mode on the first episode because we just. Zaki just completely shouted him down whenever he asked.
I was trying to be funny.
He was not appreciating that. Stanley also in the top 10 worst guests of all time. I'm joking.
Stanley did give us the foundation for where the
Stanley propelled us to where we are now. That's why we got the Instagram.
So
give us a follow.
Matt, you today. I feel like we should probably get our guest involved.
Yeah, we should.
Fine. Good. Quite bored. But very happy to be here.
I have to admit, his quality is awful. That's all I'm saying.
You think his audio quality is awful? I don't think it is.
No
headphones. Yeah, Zaki, Max, again, I'm just going to only apologise about him. He's such an arsehole. He's actually he's got the ability to be such an arse and no ground. Anyway, we'll carry on. We'll get into section 1. Max, do you know the format? Please.
Yeah, roughly. I've listened to the previous.
You've listened to
he's
a lot. He's a fan. We get this a lot. We get it a lot. Go on, Max. Talk us through your first objects or only object. I don't know.
to be honest, I couldn't really think of an object. So I was looking around before.
Chloe Steven, I guess.
This picture, which is already mentioned.
What's that, Max?
This is the Eiffel Tower. This is me.
We managed to convert our podcast into 11+ interviews. They're just interviews for school.
This is the Eiffel Tower.
So me, Dan, James, and Seth. I actually really like this photo.
Yeah, I do. Very nice. Good time.
Really.
So why did you choose that photo next? Why did you choose that photo?
Yeah, I think it's a really good trip. I did enjoy last year's, but I think they were quite different, the two cycling trips.
The problem was with our cycling trips, there was always a lot of drama because Max was feeling guilty about being too slow, and then there were some assholes who were always complaining. Max, I was not one of them. Let's make that clear. They were complaining about Max's speed on the bike. This is why, Zachy, if you came, it'd be way better because there'd be two of you at the back. Which is why
Mate, I started cycling. Me and you've discussed this. I feel like you're just trying to get me in. Started cycling, mate. I'm a cyclist now.
Yeah, well, mate, sure. Anyway, Max, what did you think of that first trip? What was it like for you?
I thought it was good.
Can you explain the background for this trip, just in case there's any viewers who aren't aware of what actually we're talking about?
So, me, Dan, and 3 other people. James, another podcast host.
Let's not give him that. He's not yet. He's a sayer. He's not a doer. That's the thing about James.
We're traveling from I'm not actually sure, along the west coast of France. And it was good. We sort of divided into 2 groups. So I think I would definitely and I sort of bridged the gap a bit.
Yeah.
But Vivian said.
Actually, hang on a second. I think I bridged the gap.
I was going to say, you're going to let him just say that.
You didn't bridge the gap. Max, you were clinging on for dear life into one of the groups.
I was at the back of cycling. I meant in terms of
No, I know. And I meant in terms of... Oh, I joke, Max. I'm just messing with you. Carry on.
Yeah, I was the slow cyclist, but I did have the worst. So.
Well,
carry on, mate. Carry on, please. Dan rudely interrupted.
Yeah. We did it for charity. I didn't really want to, but we did.
Max hates charity.
Why do you want to do it for charity, Max?
I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I don't really want to ask for money.
No, I think the problem with us doing it for charity was that it was basically a holiday that we then decided to make into a charitable event, and we've done it twice now. Exactly. And this time we're doing it for a 3rd time this year because we're doing.
Does the money actually get donated?
Yeah. We don't touch it. We don't see it.
Oh, so then, there's no harm in it.
No. It's good. It's good.
It is good. It just doesn't.
From what I remember of that trip, Seb Fox raised a significant amount of money on that, and the rest of you raised about 20.
The following year, Alec's whole family just donated all their millions, and so we got $2,000 the second year. I literally.
Are you gonna have Alec on?
I did not raise a penny. No, we haven't had him on yet.
You going to?
Well, Zachy's vetoed him really, so we're struggling with that one. We're struggling.
I believe I actually suggested Alec.
Is that a courgette? Sorry, mate.
Dan, this is why Dan's friends at uni have described him as a shit person. But we'll move on. We're being moved to Max. I don't know whether our viewers, because there's a bit of tension between me and Dan.
Why are you pointing that way as well? I'm above you, mate. Think about the camera.
Bit of tension.
So that's your update. That's a sweet update, Max. I appreciate that. It was much better than Molly Ashley's yesterday, which was her dog that we didn't even see. So. Yeah,
I appreciate that update, Max. I have to say, would you say that you preferred that holiday to your Interrail experience? That's what I want to
ask you.
They were completely different. They're not even comparable.
They're so different. Yeah.
Interrail was. If I had to choose one, I would choose Interrail. I think Max probably be the same, but.
Yeah, I probably would. I preferred that cycling. I think to the second cycling. I don't really know why, but I preferred the Interrail to that probably.
Yeah, intros.
Well, I was looking through intro photos yesterday, and boy, it got me emotional.
It does get you emotional, doesn't it? Max, you should make it. You should have made a video. Actually, I need to. You guys keep talking. I have to do this every pod. It's tradition. I'll take a picture.
I know. I went through. I put one. You might have seen it, Max, on my private story. But
I did.
it was very
Awkward if he wasn't
know.
on there, wasn't it?
Well, I know who he is. So.
Yeah, I wasn't initially. I was on someone initially. No. They were talking about.
Oh,
A lot of people aren't on mine that it should be.
Yeah, Max, you're definitely that person that he just added because he felt guilty because you said in public. Yeah,
it's more than Nathan
Sykes. He would be interesting. He'd be an interesting guest.
I've sort of attempting a goatee. He's got like a proper goatee. I'm pretty sure.
What do you think about this?
Yeah, Max, talk us through the hair. What's happened there, mate? What's happened in the hair?
Well, I dyed it. It's my normal colour. Anyone doesn't know me.
Who dyed it? Who did?
Beady. Now we're getting into the meat of the podcast, aren't we?
Well, now we can't post this, can we? Brilliant. Zaki. Actually, I'm not even gonna comment. Yeah, well, I think it looks quite good, mate. I quite like it. What made you decide to do that? Just because you're bored shitless?
Yeah, I didn't want to. I have quite a bad hairline.
What have they said? What have uni said to you about? Are you having to do anything now, or are you free? Is this your summer?
My exams are cancelled, but I've still got like work next term.
Yeah, so you've got no work. It's the same as Zaki. Yeah, I've got
no,
exams.
I've just got an email saying I've got a test to do on.
Oh really?
No, it doesn't count.
Then.
It doesn't count, mate, does it?
No, it does count because they've said they've not decided what. Anyway, this isn't very interesting for you.
Yeah, it's boring, but it's interesting for me.
They've not decided what. But Max, I want to make some Eminem jokes or like Slim Shady jokes.
No, I want to say,
it in my head,
Max,
right?
I'm most excited for this. I'm not allowing Zaki to talk about some shitty Eminem jokes. So I'm most excited.
If I shave my hair,
you should give it a go. I'm gonna go for a mohawk in a sec. But Max, I'm most excited to hear about your songs, your top 3 songs. And actually, I think we should even extend that to a top 5. But for Max, because I respect his music taste a lot. So I don't know if he's prepared for this. But
I'll think on my feet.
Yeah, think on your feet. Go on.
We're going there.
I know you're a fan of the Wombats.
I'm not actually.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever listened to a song by the Wombats.
Okay. Well, I've been called out there. Are we going into section 2?
I'm avoiding the bats, mate. That's what caused the situation we're in.
What?
That's it, guys.
Mate,
okay, let's move to section 2. Let's move.
If this was True Geordie and Lawrence, you'd be Lawrence, and Lawrence would be providing much more. And you're just providing shitty bat jokes. Come on.
Who do you think's the host and who do you think the assistant?
Oh, it varies, you know. It varies.
It's a partnership. There's a partnership. We're like we give a bit to each other. Like we say, there's just a role.
Is that inverted? Oh, it's.
No, I can't see what it is.
Yeah, I know because it was inverted. The text.
Okay, let's move to section 2. Matt, you're about to head into isolation. What songs are you choosing to listen to on repeat?
Okay.
No, I think we should songs last. Songs last. I want to do books.
Oh.
Okay, films, mate. Films.
I'm Fred books. Films.
Okay, good. Brilliant. Films. Unbelievable.
Films.
Please, as a guest.
Actually, I did like Stanley's ones. And I especially liked, the...
Max actually personally messaged me saying that Japanese film that I shat on from Stanley was very good. So, Stanley, I've got to apologise.
Max commented hate on that. Max commented hate on that YouTube video.
Really?
No, I was a bit constructive criticism.
It
didn't seem to have like... But...
What was the criticism, Max?
I don't know. I felt like the intro was bad this time as well. And can't remember what else I said. I think Dan just made a bad joke.
I made a really good joke about
You supporting Hitler. That's what it was. And this
I
needs to
wasn't.
come up every podcast.
Again, we're not, mate. That can't become a theme. Max, talk us through your films.
Okay, so I've got The Lebowski. This is a classic. Either of you watched that?
Say
I've
again?
never seen it. Mate.
The Big Lebowski.
No, what's it
Can't
about?
say I've seen it.
Okay.
Sell it.
So it's like, I think it's in the late 90s. It's about like bowling. But, so it's got like
Sad
Jeff
stick,
Bridges.
It's about bowling.
Yeah, like, and the main character is called like the dude, and it's Jeff Bridges, and he's like this guy in California.
Dan, he's a guest. Show some respect.
Come on, my favourite film.
Okay.
And it's a very funny film. It's by like the Coen brothers, and they've done like Fargo and stuff.
You call me Tiago.
I don't want no. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
Actually, really good. It's like it's very like a cult.
Okay. Number 2, mate. Oh, was that number 5 or was that number? No,
what are you
doing 5?
I need 3 or 5. What 3?
It's number 2.
Number 2. Notting Hill. I really like romantic comedies.
Isn't it Notting?
Sorry?
Isn't it Notting, or is the film called Notting Hill?
Yeah, Notting Hill.
All right.
Why do you enjoy romantic comedies, then, Max?
I don't know. I find them quite sort of like awkward to watch, or at least the Richard Curtis one.
Actually, I kind of agree. I think they're quite like there's just something about them. You just sit there and you just like you don't have to think. Do you know what I mean?
What's this? Rom-coms?
Yeah.
Rom-coms, yeah. It's special because I feel like guys quite often aren't allowed to say that they like.
Oh, of course, Zaki, this is a bad move for you to say that. You're going to get clipped.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'm going to stick in reverse.
Yeah,
We're going backwards.
We get a lot of. We have to do a lot of courgettes with Zaki because he always gets really upset.
I think that's good. You breaking like gender norms.
Wait, I don't now want to. Liv called us toxic masculinity people. Top men yesterday.
Toxic masculinity. Toxic
because she said, actually, Max, I'll ask you about it later. But
we don't assume gender. We don't.
She was saying that we needed to cry more because we're not doing well. It was especially me and Zaki.
Yeah, that's what she said. To be fair, we should show more emotion as friends.
Why? What? No, we do great when it comes out. When it comes out, we deliver, but we just don't want it to come out. Like, actually, I don't want to mention this like sad events, but we always make someone laugh.
Yeah, that's true. We're always there for each other. We are good friends. We are good friends.
Okay, you didn't have to say that.
Yeah,
I agree. I do. I personally, the way I cope, I just suppress and then forget about it.
Yeah, no, I think that's most men. Less than Max.
Yeah.
Max messages the girl.
It's worked. If we're talking courgettes
we'll come back
if we're talking about Max Higdon and messages.
Wait, does Max know the courgettes rule? Does Max know the courgettes rule?
I think we explained it.
Yeah, okay.
Are we allowed to talk about?
No, we're obviously not. We're not going near that.
Okay, cool.
Although I did see that courgette in Bristol once.
Yeah, no, I heard.
Because she was visiting Rafe.
That's not the correct use of courgette.
Max,
I do know.
Okay, Max, one film, please.
Well, I was also going to say all right, number 1. I don't think I'm actually in any order, but Beverly Hills Cop. I really like Eddie Murphy. Have either of you watched that?
No. Are you saying between those two films?
Obscure options, to be fair.
No, these are quite obscure.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Famous. Yeah.
You know, we should have put Stanley and Max on together with the films.
No, this is not an obscure film. It's like from. I reckon it. It's really good.
Do you know what my thing is? I just don't like old films that much.
That's such bollocks.
No, this sounds really weird, but I hate it when like the camera quality's not like it. It really like it triggers me.
No, this is.
It triggers you. That's what I go for. Look at this, pal. That's what the whole intro video is made of, mate.
No, because even the camera, like, I don't like it. It's like noticeably odd. Like films like Die Hard, unbelievable.
Have you ever seen The Fugitive? What about films in like the 90s?
The Big Lebowski from the 90s. Recommend. Notting Hill is also from the 90s.
Exactly, but I think those some of those films are the best. You should get
They
Stanley.
definitely are. I'm aware of the fact that it's really annoying and weird habit, but
No, but Beverly Hills Cop, so Detroit Cop, Eddie Murphy. I don't know. His friend gets killed, and then he goes to. It's like a crime. They're all comedies.
No comedy as well.
do you think that describes you as a person, just a comedic bloke? Just you're
No.
fitting part.
Max, don't put yourself down like that.
Okay.
You fit in.
I think you're
You fit in.
very
You're one of the people that will probably fit in the most groups from school. You could have walked into any group. Zaki thinks he could, but couldn't. You know.
I think Zaki could.
Look, come on. Thank you, Max. Thank you. I think in general, to be fair, I was probably not that well liked in school.
Yeah,
by the majority.
I'd agree. Yeah, you probably.
Well,
I think none of our friendship group was really.
Well, don't sort of drag me down with you.
Dan, you were just a weirdo in school. Let's do it. You're still a weirdo.
Well, this is suicide. What are we doing now? This podcast. Okay, go on.
I don't know. I feel like Dan or well, I don't know. I feel like Philip. I'm not going to use examples of people. That's bad. Just a random person.
Nick Sarte. Shout out Nick Sarte. I love that man.
Yeah. He's going to be a guest on here one day. Yeah, carry on, Max.
I don't know. I think you're very charismatic.
You love saying that about Zaki. He literally is always talking about how Zaki's so charismatic. Oh, it was like he kept when we were on.
Dad, be nice to me. Max is being nice.
When we were on intro, the only word he would ever describe Aeneas with would be, he's just really charismatic. He's so charismatic.
Dan, you've never been nice.
Zaki, I literally.
You can't even stand the fact that someone else is being nice to me.
I can't think of a single time you've given me a compliment in my whole life. Zaki, you mentioned my.
Sorry, Max. Forget personal issues involved in your podcast. This is about you, mate. It's about you.
Cut deep. They cut deep.
Keep it focused.
Okay, Max. Moving on to TV. What else have you prepared? TV shows?
There's songs.
I can think of some TV shows off my head.
What are you watching at the moment, Max? What's keeping you through this? Have you seen Tiger King?
I haven't watched it before. I went really quickly through the first 6 seasons, but now I'm just slowly.
Of what, sorry?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, I'm going to start watching that.
Max, I don't respect that at all. I can't believe you've fallen into that.
It's quite good. I started reading the book as well.
Oh dear.
Book or film, Max? Book or film? Book or TV show? Sorry.
I don't know. I haven't read enough of the book yet. I'm only in the first. I'm 200 pages in. It's quite good though. But it's weird knowing the plot. 200
sounds like a lot to me. Fuck it.
Yeah, but there's 6 books.
It's not exactly like you're.
Go on.
There's a TV program. So what's that?
What's it called?
Chuck. It's really stupid, but it's about this guy who gets the CIA database or something in his head. And when he sees something in he knows what it is.
Do you know what I've started watching, and controversially just don't think it's that good? The Office.
UK or US?
The UK one.
UK.
I mean that is very funny.
That's really funny. I think the US one's not.
I don't know why. I think maybe it's because of people saying that I've gone into it thinking it's going to be the funniest TV show.
The thing is, it's
in
a
okay,
way it's similar to the In-Betweeners because it's so funny. It's only funny because it's they're all such losers, like in the In-Betweeners.
No, I disagree. The In-Betweeners is genuinely funny. The In-Betweeners is relatable, and you can.
The In-Betweeners is relatable for a group of if you're 15 to 20-year-old guy, but it's actually all the things that happen are completely ridiculous and exaggerated versions. In the same way,
yeah, exactly. That's funny.
The Office. The Office is the same, except with awkwardness. It's just zooming on a David Brent. The camera just zooms in. I think it's really good.
Have you watched People Must Do Nothing?
Sorry?
My honest opinion is, if I hadn't been told that this is really funny, I would have stopped watching by now.
Why are you still watching?
The
end is good. The end is good, isn't it?
Viewing.
Do you know why? Do you know why the end's so good? Here you go. I don't care about spoilers. When you know how it's a documentary series, if it's a
Yeah.
documentary, they can't do music over the top. So the way they make the end emotional and keep it musical kind of, and then like when oh fuck, what's his name? The short Hobbit.
Oh, you're really gonna spoil it here.
Like, the
That's
actor.
just unreasonable.
No,
Actor's called Mark.
his character.
Can't remember his name.
Anyway, he when the
I don't know what I could do in this situation to
you know
stop it.
how he chases the girl out of the office, and then they keep the music from the party going to play the music. Very clever. Sorry for anyone that's
Let's
listened to
move
that.
this
to
up
that
to
like
the
podcast.
conversation on. Max, can you carry the comment on the TV show?
Oh,
The
Number
TV shows
one
isn't
TV
a
show.
section. He's not prepared for this. He's absolutely thinking.
Okay, should we go on to songs? Let's move on to songs.
Yeah, all right.
Most excited about this, Max, and we're going to play some of them.
I've written them down again. I only had 3. I feel like you need to have them, I say, your favourite songs, but ones that you can like play over and over again.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what we'll do? We'll go in a circuit. So Max will do one, I'll do one, and I don't know if Zachy has any good songs, but he can do one if he wants, and then we'll keep going.
We play songs.
Yeah, well, you talk about it, and then you'll play an extract. I'm going to play a bit of mine.
But Dan, this will get flat IP, you know, when your
No,
podcast goes.
Only if I monetize it. I've got on all the videos I posted on YouTube so far, they've all been copyright struck.
Really?
Yeah, not the podcast, but like because obviously
How
like
do they know?
because it's obviously automatic. Because like I posted one, the Warner Bros have twice struck me.
Mate, that's because they're scared, mate. Compared
Man, they're scared. It's ridiculous, though,
They're
isn't it?
scared.
They're striking me as if I'm gonna monetize my Dan talking because I've for 30 seconds played the song of the day. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable.
How does that work? How do they like? Do they have
there must
someone watching the
literally
video?
there must be an audio file that gets released once you release it as well, and they literally just scan it. I guess. I don't know. It's because it's completely automatic. It was instant.
That's amazing. You have to give it to them. That's technology for you.
You have to give it to them. Anyway, Max.
Right, I'll kick things. Max, can you kick things off first?
We need 3 songs. Am I just explaining
No,
one?
just do one. Just talk about one if you want to talk about it.
All right. Well, I wanted them to complement each other.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Dan. Let's let him do his 3. Let's let him do it.
No. I'm just saying that's my.
He wants it to be. He wants it to be.
I like Dan's thing. I was just like saying.
He doesn't want it to be negative.
Right.
He doesn't want it to be toxic about us shouting down each other's shitty music.
I want to hear Dan's song and your song.
Okay. Let's go.
I'm just saying that. So I thought I would have one. Actually, I really like this song. And it changes by Tupac. It's my sort of rap one.
I did not expect that. I'm going to be honest with you. Did not expect that.
No, actually,
I do expect like Max big on Tupac, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, and I think it's like. I mean, I think it's
Did
a great.
Tupac really die?
Yes.
Yes, he died.
Question.
Why is that even a rumor, like a conspiracy?
I think people enjoy just like making stories and and like when you have here you just it's almost denial.
We're getting into dangerous territory like Stonehenge again. We don't want to talk about that. Zachy thinks Stonehenge was built by aliens because humans couldn't have reached 8 feet tall.
It's not 8 feet. It's taller than 8 feet.
My dad doesn't think that we went to the moon.
Really?
Why doesn't he think that?
I don't know. He's a sporting documentary or something.
He actually doesn't believe it.
I think we went to the moon. I believe that.
I'm
certain with it. I'm pretty certain. Yeah. God, we'd love
to
to
be fair,
have
there's
him
a
on
lot of like
because
we were racing the Soviet Union. Well, we weren't, but America were racing the Soviet Union. I would not be surprised if it came out that way.
I don't know. I think I would because they'd be so like. I watched.
I don't think we'd ever know. I don't think it would ever come out.
I think it would.
It would definitely come out because that's such. Think about how many people would have to be involved in that. Also, like the fake.
Yeah, exactly.
People watch the launches. So many people.
Even if it was fake, they would progressed it so much that
But the idea is that they like go into space, but they don't actually go to the moon.
What, and then
Anyway,
they just sit in space and then come back. If you had the technology to, I don't know about that because
I don't know. I don't agree with it as a thing.
Anyway, we've gone.
Have you heard this theory that there's a book? There's a book which contains all like the president's secrets, and they pass it down from president to president, and it's just filled with stuff like that, which is like the moon landing was fake.
No way does that exist. Like, can you imagine?
There's just a book.
If Trump had that book,
full of,
he would be
and
like.
We're talking from way back when. We're talking from like Washington. Was Washington? You were the president. Yeah, from way back when.
Way back when.
We'd be fascinating that, wouldn't it?
Sorry?
That would be amazing.
To know what was in like the Area 51 and stuff.
Oh, we got on to that
I
as
think
well.
human testing, personally.
Sorry?
No, apparently it's just nothing. Like,
Human
it's
testing.
it's just nothing. People just make it.
No, because why would you guard it so heavily? Like, well,
because people do stupid. Because I don't know. Because people like.
If it was just nothing, you just guard it.
It's a military base. They guard all military bases.
No,
especially in America.
There's something, and also like there's no smoke without fire. I think there's something there. I don't think
there is, or as often smoke without fire.
No, I agree with Zachary. I think there's something, but not human testing.
It's human testing.
What do you mean?
I think
they're getting humans in there, cloning them, and then just like
that. Yeah, listen. America was fueled by war. I would not be surprised if they're trying to build superheroes.
Sorry, what?
So. Okay, I don't know if this.
But
think about it.
You could have thought something normal, like clones, or like, I don't know.
No,
I don't know, like trying to.
They're constantly
making
trying to
superheroes.
find new.
Surely, if there are things they're going to do before making superheroes,
they're trying
aren't
to find ways of winning war, right? How can you profit from war? How can you win a war?
Superheroes.
If you think that they haven't tried to make superheroes before, you're wrong. You're categorically speaking, you're wrong. Listen, there's so much money to be made in that obviously America would have tried it at some point.
No, because I think like you have what's it called, like CRISPR and stuff. You can like DNA, but like it would just make you a bit stronger, a bit taller.
What do you mean? What do you mean by making superheroes though? Like, are you picturing like they're making Iron Man in there?
No. You've got it all wrong, mate.
Well, why have you just said Captain America then? Why did you just say Captain America?
No, Captain America's super strong, quick. Like they're just enhancing our physical attributes to get an army of soldiers, which would just like win any war.
But if you had like an army of robots, that'd be like much more than army of like.
No, because robots can develop their own intelligence, so you don't really want to get. There's a thing where like AI's intelligence is infinite, and like Facebook, I think it was Facebook, created these two robots, and they started speaking to each other in their own language, so they had to shut them down. Like they developed their own language between themselves. Humans couldn't understand.
Based on fact, definitely did happen.
Google it right now. If you don't believe me, Google it.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Higdon. We didn't get a response. No, genuinely Google that. That was fact. The two robots developed their own language, and they had to shut down the program. Robots, you just don't want to mess with because artificial.
That is true. To be fair, I wouldn't feel comfortable if they had produced mass robots. But if they were doing that, like they would
have a series.
Sorry.
Is it morally acceptable to like what makes us human?
Oh, for God's sake!
For God's sake, you damn.
What do you mean?
I'm asking questions that people want answers to.
Okay, tell me what your question is. What do you mean? What do you mean? What makes a human?
Well, as in, is it morally justifiable to create an army of robots you know you're just going to die?
Well, they're robots. Do robots have
justified in creating an army of humans?
No, but if they're robots with light, as in they have the ability to think, they're aware of the fact that they're going to die.
They're probably not like. I swear, robots aren't sentient. They're not aware.
They won't think. They won't be thinking. They'll just.
These robots develop their own language. Like we have no idea what they can. We have no idea of their capabilities. I'm telling you, we have no idea their capabilities. I don't think it's morally justifiable to create something just for the purpose of war.
Well, the thing is, if they got to that point,
die.
if they got to the point where they could think, oh shit, we're gonna die, I think if they're robots, they would also think, as a team, we could overpower the people that created us. And then
that's what I'm saying. You don't want to mess with robots.
So then it's not about morally. It's just about it's a bad idea if you create a whole army of robots. You need some human.
Whereas enhancing our physical attributes as they are, if someone came up to you and said, "I'll make you super strong, super quick," you'd do it. And
do it like that,
the Nazis underwent human testing.
Sorry.
I don't think
the Nazis
the way you do it is you alter the. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. But like with the Christmas,
I don't think anyone do that.
You could make like super babies or whatever. So like make people that are superior to normal humans in terms of like height, intelligence, but you wouldn't like alter people once they were actually sort of made.
I genuinely, I would not be surprised if they could do that. As in, listen, there must be stuff going on behind the scenes that we're just not aware of.
Why do you say behind the scenes? What do you mean by behind the scenes?
Also, I've got a question, and I think Max Higdon's going to like this one. I've got a question. Does the government have the right, so if aliens do exist, if there are aliens in Area 51, does the government have the right to not tell us? Because I would personally argue that they're not elected to do that. They're not elected to keep those kind of things secret, and they're humans just like us. So they're no different to us. Why should they have the right to know that and we don't? Question, Max. I'd like to hear.
I don't know. I think it's because like they're sovereign. So like in the UK, the monarch is sovereign technically, or like in Parliament. So like the government, and then the US. I don't know who it is, the president. So then they can make decisions for us. I don't know that.
I'm not. My thing is they're not elected to do that. Do you know what I mean? As in, they have no. I don't think they have. I think that should be public knowledge. If there are.
But then you would have to make everything. Then you'd have to make everything public knowledge.
No, that's not true, because things that are like against national security or something like that. Do you know what I mean? As in, if
that could be argued to be for national security, though, couldn't it?
But for what reason?
Well, if they're make it.
The only thing you could argue is it could cause panic and like people could like, like go men like so maybe they're protecting us by stopping us. But equally, I think if I don't know, I think if the government has access to that kind of information, they have no right to deny ordinary citizens the right to know as well. Because this is my issue with the government. Government are just normal citizens, just like us. They're like me and you, mate.
They are.
Well, Prime Minister, I'll change things.
This is what I mean, though. This is why I don't think the moon landing could have been faked, because they'd have had to have got people like you and me involved, and people like you and me would have to have been keeping that secret for now 50 years. And you're saying
that there is things that are like my uncle's.
Yeah, but also like when I was dying, if I was involved in that, when I was dying, I would on my deathbed, I'd go to my kid, or go to my wife. Yeah, it was fake, by the way.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, but Dan, that does happen, but people just assume that they're crazy.
No, I don't think because I think if one person did it, it would spark loads of people. So like, I just don't. It's in that those kind of secrets are not kept. That would be just unbelievable. Don't you think?
I also think some politicians are awful. They wouldn't all keep stuff.
That's really bad. That's not even. It's not even as if they could argue. Yeah, this was.
But do you think it'd be that
for
bad
a good
if it
reason?
Came out and we didn't land on the moon when you said we did?
Yeah, I think it'd be really bad. It'd be really bad. It would lose so many people would lose
mental, but
all trust in.
Really care now?
Also, think about all the other conspiracy theories that would just blow up.
That's true.
About how the Earth is now flat, and
you'd lose trust in what.
Everyone would lose so much faith in the government. Yeah. That's why. I mean, I can't even fathom that would.
Well, I'm wary of turning this into just a conspiracy podcast because
I want to. One day I want to do one. I want to do one.
But I'm putting it out there. There's that whole thing about Diana, and that guy said that he was hired to.
That's more plausible.
Flash a light on the driver.
I don't want to make any firm comments, but I think that is much more plausible than moon landings. being fake.
But as in what I'm trying to say is someone has come out and said, I'm involved in this, and it's still not seen as like fact. So I think your argument that there are people who come out and say it would become fact. I don't think it would.
There is
I
always
think
some
it's
stuff,
still,
but I feel like the moon landings is so big. But like,
that's go on.
that's global.
with all like coronavirus and stuff, I don't want to sort of tell conspiracy theories.
Did you see Eamon Holmes? What he said? You know
That's
like the
5G. Yeah, that's bullshit. But I do think there's China now are trying to like suppress any idea that like it came from, there's like a big campaign in China to say that the virus didn't come from China initially, it came from outside China. And
really?
academic papers at Chinese universities are now like have an extra level of like hoops they have to go to get published if they're about it, because the government don't want any of this stuff. And I don't actually believe this, but coronavirus, where like the market it came from, is like apparently next to this Chinese research, like disease research place. And there's the idea that it might have, obviously accident, but it might have come from that. And that's something that could be kind of plausible. I'm not saying it is.
But I said it's plausible that they were intending to create a weapon. I genuinely think this. I would not be surprised if they were trying to create a weapon, especially with. And I'm very wary of all of that. As in, I think science will prove us. As in, like prove it one way or the other. As in, I think there's not weight, but it's believable that through the trade war with America that they were looking at ways of damaging the US economy and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I don't think it'll be on purpose, but it's always like.
Well, no, they were gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if they were developing a weapon and it got leaked. Yeah. But I'm very like that's very WhatsApp chain mail. Just
no, I agree.
Do you remember? Do you guys remember half an hour ago when we were going to talk about songs?
Yes, right. We did die. How did that?
How did we get there? How did we get there? I think I mentioned Stonehenge.
I
think we should structure. This is what standing.
One day, Zachy. Though, on the side of this, I want to do a big conspiracy theories one because
it would be good. We should get someone who's like
get someone that's got a bit of. We can say they're an expert, and then
you should watch all the videos because the videos are quite convincing. Like you watch a video on the moon landing.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Though they're dangerously convincing. So like,
I can
understand why your dad's being persuaded.
The Facebook robot things, because the Facebook robot things will scare you. I'm telling you that.
True Geordie doesn't believe in the moon landings either. Anyway.
Okay, so Max, your second song.
Were we going around in the circle or not?
No, this is his first song, isn't it? It's his first song.
Yeah, he chose Tupac.
Oh shit!
Man, listen
oh
up.
crap! Zachy.
Okay, for my song, I'd go for a bit of Amy Winehouse because I think you can get bored of Amy Winehouse, and I'd choose Valerie because it's an elite song, and it's a bit sad what happened to her because I think she would have produced more, but maybe that adds weight to her music. For example, I think that's what happened to XXX Tentacion. Because I think, to be honest, personally, I hadn't really heard of him before he died. I know a lot of people had.
Yeah.
But since he died, obviously, I listened to his music and it made me realise that he's actually a very good artist. So I think it's potentially one of those things where it adds weight to the music.
That happens often, though, like especially with singers. They get way more popular after they've died. Like, I had never heard of Matt Miller before he died, and then after I listen to him a lot now, which is weird.
Well, it's because publicity, right? As in, you get bigger, and it's sad. It's a sad reality, but.
I would choose just because it's got a bit of sentimental value at home. "Lost in the Supermarket" by The Clash. Have you ever heard it? I think you would hate it actually, both of you. Sorry?
I don't know the song. I know the band.
I'll tell you how it goes. I'll show you how it goes because you guys haven't been doing it.
I'm wary of this turning into a Dan just chatting, whatever.
Dan chatting wags. Actually, I'm not actually going to go all the way in because that's just the start. I like the start. It's a nice song, but also I found out about that song because. Sorry. Oh my God, Max is frozen.
I think my internet is pretty bad.
Yeah, you suddenly lost loads of connection. Oh dear, Zaki, it's just me and you again. He's frozen on such a good frame as well. I don't know if it's the same for you. Oh, he's back. Yeah, you're back now. You're back.
I've got a question for you boys. Have you ever been lost in a supermarket?
Yeah, when I was a baby, but not really. Not. I've never been scared that I'm dying.
I don't know whether I find this a funny story, but when I was on holiday with my family, they decided to pretend that, as in, they all hid round the corner. It was only about 5. They all hid round the corner to make me feel like I'd been lost.
Like you headed
while
straight
they
for
were
the
watching
chocolate.
me. No, I was actually.
A mayor began 10 years of
kid,
obesity.
and I thought I'd lost my family. Yeah, but then look how I turned out. Look at that muscle. I don't want to flex myself. But...
Oh God, mate! You as if you want to get clipped for the Instagram.
Sorry,
yeah,
Max.
That's a decent amount of songs.
About the fact that we have a guest.
Yeah.
My other songs. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So I feel like I want sort of a sad-ish song. I really like. This isn't my choice, but I really like. Bright. Anyone watch Watership Down?
We're being outdone here.
No, it's not like it's like a children's film.
Oh right, okay. No, I haven't.
And it's a book. It used to be my favourite book when I was like. Anyway, Recognized by Art Garfunkel. It's not my choice. I'm just saying. It's quite nice. I always said that'd be the song I want to play at like my funeral if I die.
Do you like Simon and Garfunkel?
Fucking hell, mate, Max. Most people say like wedding. Why are you saying?
No, if I did die young, that's what I would want to play.
If you died young, how would you want us to? Because I was having this conversation I was having this conversation with someone. I think it was my friend, and it was if you were at a funeral, like, would you want people to celebrate your life, or would you want people to be sad?
Yeah, I think I want people to celebrate my life.
I think
pissed off if I was dead and I saw people laughing.
Nah. You want
a bit like you can show a bit of sadness.
What you'd want? You'd want like people to come up and tap your coffin and then cry quite a lot. But then you'd want them all to give funny speeches and everyone basically laughing at the end and forgetting that you're dead and thinking, when a friend is dead, he is still alive. He's still alive because his friends still cherish him and long for him.
Like, I'd be pretty pissed off if I was watching my funeral and everyone was just like pissing themselves. I'd be like, right.
No, I think the best funeral speeches are the ones that end in you laughing. I think because you don't want to end. Sorry.
Yeah. I've only really been to a couple of them. I can't remember them. There we go.
No, I think ideal is like the funeral happens, everyone's sad, but then they like go to like a pub or something afterwards, and like everyone's just having a nice time.
Yeah, no, I do think you want it like, yeah, obviously sad, but then it ends happy.
Yeah, I agree with that. Anyway, sorry, carry on, Max, with your song.
Yeah, so I didn't choose that one, but I chose, Landslide by Fleetwood Mac because I also think it's a really nice song. And
how does it go?
I think it's a really nice song.
How does it go?
Great bit of analysis there. Oxford historians analysis.
Well, Zaki, a bit of bitterness comes out finally. You've been holding that in for a long time. Jealousy.
Okay, for my song, I'd choose White Flag.
Whoa, okay, that's good. That's
reminds me of Intro. As in, if we're thinking about a song that you're going into isolation,
that's the most like distinctive. That's the most distinctive song, I think.
That song, I think of it. I didn't like. I can't listen to that song and like not smile about Intro. Yeah. And I think if you're going into isolation, you want like memories, like songs that have memories to them, so that you're not just.
That's what keeps you going. Yeah, I agree. That's quite. That shit hits home, doesn't it? That song. I would. Go on.
No, you go.
I would go for to finish round 2. The Funeral by Band of Horses.
Mate, that's a banger.
It's quite a. I don't know if it's not a happy song, but
Yeah.
it's a nice song. But you don't.
No, it's not. It makes you think though.
I think of How I Met Your Mother when I listen to that song. But anyway,
Is that the to call you?
Max, you will know this song. Good start.
Oh, tune it. This is a bit I'll sing in a second.
Just take a moment, guys. Have a sip of your drink.
Viewers at home, sit back and that's what I was trying to sing.
There's a big thing about people our age. Zachy, you'll be on my team in this. They have a lot of guys, especially, that have to have to listen to a certain type of music that I think mainly is shit. I would describe it as Alex's music taste. Like, just shit American trap, and I hate it.
I don't really like it.
It's played like the whole time, and then if you listen to an actually good song, you feel wet, and that, I don't agree with that.
I like some Alex.
To be honest with you, I agreed until I went to uni, and that's all I heard, and that's all I listened to. So like now I don't mind it. Now it's like it's fine.
Well, but that's because it's been like forced into your head. I know what you mean. Like you have to like it in a way. I don't know how.
Yeah, like there's.
I do actually like
really go to the club.
I do really like grime, but I don't like.
Clip that.
Drill.
That's got to be clipped. Carry on.
Like what Zachy always goes on about like Doc Europe. Oh, I've discovered this new band, D-Bot Europe, and
D-Block Europe is decent. I don't mind D-Block Europe.
I don't like that sort of like modern. Like, I like UK rap, but I don't like drill. I like grime, and I don't
know.
Yeah.
I think drill, like I don't know. UK trap is good. I'm getting very into like. Do you know we're just gonna get slated for this conversation?
No, we're not.
It's going to be in the comments.
I've said nothing incriminating, and nor has Max. Only you, mate. Only you.
What have I said that's incriminating? I said I don't mind D-Block.
I don't know, but people, you do get targeted in fairness.
Yeah,
you always like D-Block Europe.
I don't mind it. Sorry?
Well, Max is now giving you shit.
Max, what did you say?
I must say that I've said.
He said it 3 times now.
I've not heard it. I'm gonna have to watch back.
Max, into
I
round
said that
3.
you always say they're a really niche band when they're like sort of one of the biggest.
Oh, I see. It's like when I said the Beatles were underrated. I got back to that.
That is so retarded.
That was a joke. Can I make it clear that was a joke? That was a joke. It was meant to be funny. Like my sense of humour.
Max, can you talk us through your third song?
Do you know what they say, boys? I'm just going to put it out there. They say that the S in your name stands for sense of humour. And I think that applies to both of you.
I do a middle lengthness. There we go.
The joke is that you don't have a sense of humour, Max. You're not meant to like cheat it.
Wait, does that mean you're also not meant to have a sense of humour?
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't count for me, mate.
Okay. I'm actually trying to choose my third song because this is obviously.
Am I really behind on? I feel like my thing's really slow.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. All right, my third song. I'll play a bit of this. This is a great song. I think I mentioned it to Zachy once. It's Aisha by Khaled, who's like a Moroccan or something. But
wait, Khalid?
Yeah, I don't actually know how to say it. It might be Khalid.
Is it spelled Khalid?
No, not DJ Khaled or whatever his name is.
No, not him either. No,
Khalid. Young, dumb and broke. Max.
Yeah.
No, not him.
This
Khaled.
How'd you spell it?
It's this guy.
Oh, right, okay.
Anyway, and I think it's a really nice song. Again, my analysis. And I always used to after after A levels when I'd be walking home, not after like the final A level exam. Like
in
after
between. Those are weird times, aren't they? You like,
and sometimes it was so nice to like have an exam like.
Yeah, yeah, that is so true. Did you guys ever have any double headers? Because after a day of two, it was like that was a golden feeling.
Mate, this is a question that's topical. Would you take having exam and have the summer that we did, which was unreal?
Yeah, definitely.
Or
definitely
not having exams and.
No,
To be fair, the exams were bad.
Think about how memorable that summer was. I was much like, what else are you gonna do? I know it's a easy thing to say now that we're
but they will still get a summer. As in the upper six will still get a summer.
It will not be. It won't be the same, and it won't be. Yes. It will be nowhere near as good, I think.
And leaving Magdalen is like they didn't I loved that last day before we went on exam leave.
That was emotional that day. That's so weird.
That was just so nice. And it was such a lovely day, and they all the pub as a year. Like that definitely sticks.
Victoria.
Question, and maybe this is controversial, so feel free to courgette me. But do you see? I think as a year group, we were relatively close, and especially as a friendship group, we're quite a large friendship group, I'd say.
Yeah.
Do you see that splitting? Do you see that getting smaller and smaller?
That's inevitable. Yeah, we split, but it won't be like I don't think it will divide into smaller groups. I just think it will break because it won't be that we just aren't friends. It's just like it's inevitable that you don't see as much, and you start hanging out with people at uni more, and so it's much more of a big event when you hang out together. I don't think it obviously won't be the same again because we're not all together. Like we're all so far away. IMO.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like,
but I didn't.
I still think probably you. I don't know. If there are people people I've been friends with at school will most likely be the best mates I have.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we got very lucky. I don't think we were aware of how lucky we were.
Yeah, I definitely got that.
Poignant stuff.
It's getting a bit sad.
I'm not going to mention any names. However, if there was, I think there's a specific thing that happened in the summer that I think the friendship group, that sort of your lads group would have split. That is when it would have split between two, and at the time it seemed like a bit.
I'm being
I think we all know what he's talking about.
Oh shit! Oh no, I think that was
we
actually.
Can mention that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, fine. Alex, when the game is come back.
Max wanted to be the one to break it.
Thing is, I don't see I don't see friendships ever dying. I think there's just certain people there's people.
But they do die because for example. Yeah, I don't want to name people. I think already people you're definitely friends with.
The realistic case is everyone who I'm close with, I don't have any problems with calling them, even if I haven't spoken to them in 10 years. Even if it's been 10 years, I don't think it would be weird for me to call either of you because there's just that. So I think
that could change. That could change fast. If especially when you're after uni, because you get a job and then suddenly it's like, oh my god, I haven't seen Zaki in 3 years.
Yeah, it would be like that.
If he's alive. Or Zaki's married and I don't know. You could be like
Prime Minister, mate.
Yeah. I'd love to meet his new husband, Roger. His new husband, Roger, is such a great man.
I've met the one. Fuck! I should not say that because this is going to go to uni.
He's talking about Juliana.
Settle, Dad. Cool.
The reason that is the reason that last day was so sad.
Courgette, Dad, courgette.
What are you talking about? I'm not talking about that. The reason that last day was so sad was because I knew if I wasn't actually that sad about. Obviously, a part of it was saying bye to all my close mates, but also I knew I was for the rest of the summer with you and keep up with you.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It was people I don't want to name either, but there are people that you would be good mates with, hang out with, play football with,
Yeah,
being
I get
friends with, that you like literally, I will never maybe even talk to again.
Yeah, and already like there's some people I can't really remember more like.
Yeah.
Like again, I'm not one of those people.
I don't know. For me, there was just like I don't know. I spent 11 years at that place. That's a long. Like, as in, genuinely, like I couldn't picture a life without.
Before it.
walking
You couldn't
into-
have remembered life before
Yeah,
it.
I can now, obviously, but as in that's why I think I was sad, because also because of the timing of it. As in, for me, I spent 11 years knowing exactly where I was going to be the year after. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas there
That
was
was
this
quite
uncertainty
scary.
all-
But then I spoke to
yeah,
my brother.
there's
I spoke to my
all
brother
of a
about
sudden
this.
an uncertainty. You don't know where you're going to be.
He said to me, you should not be freaking out at all about uni and next year going to uni. This is when I was in summer. Because you'll realise when you finish uni that the only uncertain time in life is basically right after you finish uni, because that's the only time you have no idea what to do next, and like there's not an obvious route. Whereas at least last year, we knew exactly what was going to happen. We were all going to go to uni. Why did you not?
I didn't. You don't know which uni you're going to go to. It's a massive.
You know,
my
it's
life
different
would be completely different if I was in London right now. No, like my life would be so different if I was in London.
I
still enjoy it though.
Yeah, I think everyone enjoys uni. This is my thing. I think
Yeah,
there is
does.
an almost.
I don't think everyone does, because people drop out.
You're having the most fun at uni. You guys agree with this? There's almost. I think there's a slight culture of pretending like you're having a lot of fun all the time.
Yeah,
I think that's more than a slight culture. That's a
not among close friends. Yeah, no, but not. I wouldn't say that I did that with any of my close friends.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Hi, Claire.
Yes, you can't.
Professionalism.
I think
but I personally did have a very good time in uni. But I know people that said they had a good time, and that as in now I know in hindsight that they didn't. And I think it's almost. I don't really know where I was going for this, but I didn't know. But here's what I was trying to say: that everyone does have a good time. Like, fine, not everyone, but the majority of people will have a good time.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's what I was trying to say.
Like because like during Freshers Week, or like during the Freshers Weeks at work, like literally everyone would put a story like going out.
Yeah.
Just sort of really. As someone who was.
Did you boys enjoy Freshers? Because I know this is kind of going exactly against what I've just said, but I
had a good time.
I felt amazing.
Also, I thought
really
it was because like I had like no expectation, because everyone always says it's gonna be shit. I wasn't expecting it to be amazing, and then it was just good. I had fun.
You think people say it's shit? I think people say it's.
I didn't think. I was. Well, I have two older brothers, so I was like they both said no. I don't expect much from that. But, hey,
for me, it was just I got very lucky with the people I met. I've said this many times. I got very lucky with the people I met, and like straight away I knew I was having like good friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Max, do you want to do your third song?
I did my third song. I'll play a bit of that.
We've been going on quite a few different routes here.
Tangents is what they call it.
Quite a wide-ranging podcast. Quite wary of the time as well.
Yeah,
shit. How long have we been on?
About an hour.
I can't really hear. Yeah, it's good. It's good, Max.
Anyway, we'll just get into the chorus.
This is more Max Higdon.
Anyway, you get the idea.
Okay.
Jackie, what about you?
Can I choose my next song?
What would you choose?
Waves by Dean Lewis.
Is that wave after wave? Wave after wave.
No, Dad, get up on your phone right now. It's worth it. Waves by Dean Lewis.
I think I have heard this. Oh mate, this is a sad song.
Yeah, it's sad. But
This reminds me of a certain person. This reminds me of a certain person that likes this song. Obviously, we don't name names. Yeah, that is a rough song.
Oh, see, I don't even know why. As in, I don't find it sad, but just quite nice. Like, as in, you can just sit down and like just listen to it, and you just kind of zone out.
What would I choose my third song? Maybe The Highwayman by Willie Nelson.
I actually really like that song.
It's a good song.
I've
Have you
never heard
Zaki?
it again.
You would have
It's
heard
such
it.
a good-
You would have heard it.
I have quite a different taste in
So
music.
good. This is also one of my favourite songs.
Max has a very diverse
I
taste.
feel like you two are very similar in that you like to listen
I like
to
older
stuff
songs.
out there. Like just like weird.
This is not out there, Max. This isn't. I mean, Zaki, this is not an out
Yeah,
there
this is a
song.
very
No, but what I'm trying to say is like just like you're just like who the fuck listens to that? Do you know what I mean?
No, that's a really good song. Like I listened to that for the last for the second time of uni, but every time I was walking or cycling, that would be the first song I played in the morning.
so good, and I love. I really like the Highwayman as like a.
Yeah, is it called Highwayman? Do you say?
Yeah, the Highwayman.
Yeah,
Nice song.
and Willie Nelson's so cool as well.
I think we should move on to the segment because I'm aware of this getting too long.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, no one would have made it this
We've
far.
got a few questions for us actually.
No one would have made it this far.
Max, this is for us future, mate. For us in the future.
That is true, actually. Yeah, that is true. Max, the reason I ask these end questions is so that
That's the main purpose of this.
we have
podcast.
some substance to look back on and think, were we completely chatting shit about what we thought about life? Did we have any idea what life was about? In the future,
Okay,
when we
Max
look back?
Higdon, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Like, is it what's the dream? What's the goal?
No, what's the
Yeah.
okay, fine.
Big hairy idea, as Dan described.
No, that's the next one. That's the next question, mate.
Oh, okay.
What other
Sorry.
people
No, as in, like, where do you see yourself? I personally said, okay, the question was originally,
Where do you see yourself?
in 10 years' time, you can go back to yourself right now. What do you say?
Well, I don't like that.
No, that's a different question. What do you?
Where do you
Max,
see yourself in 10 years?
realistically, the realistic question: where do you want to be in 10 years? Do you have any idea? Molly said she had no idea, did she? What did she say? She wants to be happy. She wants to be happy and in a career.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to do, to be honest, as a job. I don't think I want to be married at 28. That seems quite young.
Mate, no marriage or kids before 30.
Controversial. I disagree with that. We've made that opinion clear.
Bernie Eccleston has proved that we can go on for another 70 years being able to produce kids.
Shooting live shots.
Then you can live your life. I think early 30s is a good time to get married.
I agree. But I think I can see Zaki. I can see Zaki going a bit earlier. I think Zaki.
I think you're a bit better.
Well, to be fair, I can imagine reaching 30 with no wife or kids and thinking, this isn't part of the plan.
I don't think so, because I think 30 is not as old as like a 30-year-old.
I know, but I think it's very easy when you hit 30 to feel fuck.
Yeah, and especially when people are starting like.
Also, Zaki, you just will have a wife by then, and or maybe you'll be divorced by then.
I think you'll have a wife quite early on.
I think you. I think I can see you. I can see you getting a divorce as well.
Do you think? I don't think so. I don't think I could. I don't think I'd have it in me.
I don't think you'd have it in you, which means I think you'd make yourself really happy.
I think what we've learned is I am a bit of a bitch. Like I'll just sit there and be like, okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm concerned about, mate. I'm gonna have to have weekly meetings with you, going, look, exactly how is this?
Because I just can't be asked. I can't be asked to like over small things. I can't be bothered to fight.
I think you'd be a good dad.
I think I'd definitely not wear the trousers in relationship.
I can see you being quite an entertaining dad, though.
Max Higdon, I can't imagine Max Higdon in a relationship. That would be fascinating when that happens.
Frozen was the scan. It's Frozen.
Oh, yeah, you two are Frozen for me.
Alright.
That'd be I think you'd be a lovely boyfriend. I'm not propositioning myself. I just think, as a friend, I think you'd make a very good husband / boyfriend.
I think you would.
We've lost Dan, I think.
Have you? Can you not hear me?
No, we didn't hear a word you said that, mate. But you're the one recording, so it doesn't even matter.
I think.
Go on.
I feel like
Mate, I like that answer, to be honest with you. I think that might be my favourite answer so far.
What did I say?
No, he said he didn't want to be.
Mate.
He said he didn't want to be, didn't he?
Oh, I thought you said you did want to be raped. Oh, right.
Said
Wow.
was.
Okay, so
That's what could you
maybe
say?
not.
I would. I definitely wouldn't, but probably not. I want to be, probably quite successful, happy. What did other people say?
No, we reject those answers. We reject answers that are just vague and say happy and successful. I want a concrete idea. Where do you want to be?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably doing well in career terms.
Do you want to live in London?
Probably, or in a city somewhere.
Birmingham.
London,
I think
city
10
in a
years, I'd be looking to navigate my way out of investment banking.
Mate, I think you'll find that
Or whatever
so
I'm
much harder than you think. I think if you've been in there for 6 years and you're rolling it in, you're going to find it hard to motivate yourself to get out of that.
No, I don't think I would. I've got a very set life plan.
Yeah, you think
obviously.
banking to MP for 1 year maybe, and then Prime Minister, and then
I mean, that's not what I think. But
My dad always used to say, "Is this what you want to do?" Like he'd say that I should go into banking and do it for like 10 years, make loads of money, and then leave.
I'm aware of how difficult that is, but as in, I don't necessarily want to leave. I'd want to set up. No, but it's more. I want to set up my own fund, for example, so I'm in charge of my house. If that makes sense. I wouldn't just leave finance, but I'd try and take control of my hours.
Did Mr. Presley? He said that he was an investment banker.
Yeah, he was. He said he claims he caused the financial crisis, didn't
he? Yeah. My dad's also claimed he's not a banker. He's just claimed he caused the financial crisis. CEO. I'd let him know.
Okay, time, boys, time. So
Max, the final question. I want to ask him the final question.
No, we've got one more after that, Dan. We've got one more. I've remembered.
Oh, yeah, shit. Okay, Max.
Okay, Max Higdon.
What about, no, let me ask you my question first. My dad came to me the other day and said, I walked downstairs and he said, "Look, Dan, what are you doing?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "You need to have a big, hairy idea that basically everyone else thinks is completely mental, but you think it's good and you basically pursue for your life, and then eventually you produce something." For example,
this podcast.
Bill Gates at Harvard, and then dropping out and joining a software. I don't know. It's not really the same, but like doing something completely.
No. Me being prime minister is my big hairy
exactly.
idea.
Sorry.
Like, as in, I know that it's unrealistic.
No. There's some.
So Max, basically, something you know is unrealistic, but it's basically like a dream. It's like a dream. What's your dream?
Yeah. What's your dream? But it's not just not a generic dream, but something that actually.
Not to be rich. Like, yeah.
I don't really know.
That's fine. Oh, you can have time, and while you think about it in the next 2 minutes, Zachy will ask you the big question.
Okay,
and Zachy, don't include the last bit. Don't include the last bit.
No, I will. That's very relevant.
No, come on.
Okay, so Max, I'm going to tell a story, and you were around for a bit of it. So you know about basically, I deleted some of Dan's photos. That happened, right?
That was after though.
But no, sorry, yeah. Okay, let's rewind. So, Dan was going through a tough time, so I was a good friend, and I was like, "Do you know what, Dan? Come to Warwick, and I'll sort."
I was not going through.
Happy, mate.
Okay, actually, yeah.
And so he came to Warwick, and I showed him a good time. I cooked him dinner, bought him drinks. We were having. To be fair, we were having a lot of fun. And like, I'm wary of this story because I don't want to hurt anyone, but Dan decided to spend the night with a girl who I know, my close friend, and to be fair, Dan's friend as well. Dan's friend. Yeah,
you made it sound weird now. You made it sound really weird.
No, I know I said it made it sound weird, but like my close friend who also knows Dan, Alina. Max, you met Alina. So Dan decided to spend the night in her room.
Again.
And at 6 a.m, fire alarm goes off. Alina wakes up Dan.
We had only just got back. We had only really recently got back, so we were all still.
Dan decides he doesn't want to wake up for this fire alarm, but he decides he's got enough energy to open up the curtain and look at my resident tutor dead in the eyes and just shake his head and go. Obviously, security come banging down the door, take him outside the room because there's potentially a fire, and he stands there arguing with my resident tutor for 15 minutes about why he shouldn't have to leave for a fire alarm. Anyway, Alina gets called into a meeting. I get called into a meeting. where they say you have to question why you're friends with this person because he doesn't seem like a good person.
I'm gonna have a comment at the end of this.
I get stuck with a 50 quid fine. Now, you know that I deleted some of Dan's photos, which I'd like to make a point of. He is now recovered. The photos have been recovered. Right?
At great expense.
Yeah.
At great expense.
He's got the photos. Who do you think
Time.
should pay that 50 quid fine?
Wait. Listen. Let me say my bit first. First of all, that woman, she was awful. I was clearly still completely fucked. It was 6 a.m. I was tired. There was obviously not a fire, and I wasn't having a big argument. I was just saying,
You can't think like that.
I was saying, look, this could have been a drill. I said that. I said this could have been a drill. She's like, it obviously wasn't a drill. I'm like, it could have been. So you got to give me the benefit of the doubt. And she was having absolutely none of it. And and then at the end of the day, it was a bit of fun. No one got hurt. I went back in.
Well, I got stuck with a 50 quid fine, so I've been hurt.
The real thing is, the reason I couldn't sleep in Zaki's bed, which would have saved the fine, was because he had brought back a girl to his room, and therefore I was left stranded. Luckily, it didn't even the end.
Okay, Max, who do you think should pay the fine?
Well, I think probably Dan.
But we could split it.
No, I offered to split and he refused it.
Because you deleted my
I don't see
photos.
why I should pay £25 in this situation.
But it's a bit
£25 I would have spent.
to make Dan not allowed to sleep in your room when he's going through a tough time.
Yeah, thanks, Max.
No. He chose to sleep in the lead.
No,
we were
Zaki,
walking towards my room. Dad chooses to sleep in the lead room. He was too gone to remember this, but he chose to sleep in the lead
Zaki,
room.
you definitely wouldn't remember this. You definitely wouldn't remember that happening.
I slept through the fire alarm, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't even know there was a fire alarm.
If you slept through the fire alarm as well, then I feel like that was bad.
Oh, I'm gaining points here. So, Max, what's your final verdict?
No, but Max, the point is, he could have got away with it if he just kept the curtain shut. He decided to open the curtain, look at my resident tutor, and
I was initially being friendly. I was waving at her, going no, and then went back to sleep. And then she was like, obviously sent in security, sent in the masses to come and collect me.
Why would you go like that?
I was like, no. I was like, I leant up. I was like, and then went leant back. It was funny. So what's your fraction? Fractionally, how do you do it?
What's your verdict, Max?
Yeah, I think split it.
Okay.
That's one interesting opinion.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Have you come up with your big hairy idea, Max, or are we gonna have to call it a day?
No.
Okay, let's call it a day there.
But
Thank you very much,
Thank you, Max.
Max, for coming on. Been a great guest.
How long is
that? Was Cat and Waz with
Dan.
Zaki and
Dan. Like, you need to stop doing that. Okay, goodbye.